Sean Estes. My address is on the sign-up sheet. Thank you, Maurice, for bringing attention to that situation. 14 days seems ridiculous to me. 10 items from the CCC jailer. One is standard operating procedures, which were just publicized. Thank you for that. 2 is annual use of force training with publicly archived certificates of completion. That's been partially complete. 3 is the hiring process for racial bias or discrimination. A hiring process review for racial bias or discrimination, also partially complete, needs an independent third-party panel review. 4 is make crime mapping data publicly available. There's been some discussion on this topic. Again, needs an independent panel review and discussion. Will the RMS, the records management system, be publicly available? 5, provide officer complaint info, including nature and disposition. You have a system called IA Pro. Do you provide information on how that system works or who developed it? Is there any supporting documentation for IA Pro? 6 is make public procedures for handling officers who have exhibited racial bias or discriminatory behavior. Chief McMurray referenced Section 13 of the Personnel Policies and Procedures Manual. The word bias is not found in that manual once. The word racial is found once in Section 22 regarding IT equipment. That is insufficient. 7, provide third-party panel reviews of SOPs for evidence of bias and over-policing. This is not the HPCAC, and I assume it doesn't need to be explained why this is an issue of grave concern. 8, fix your HPCAC. That is my paraphrasing. I believe Francis began that process, and then you all tabled it. 9, transparency for body cameras. The chief says he's proud of those cameras, but if the video is only released some of the time, all that does is protect officers, not officers and citizens both. I cannot believe that he is ignorant of this fact. 10 is marijuana decriminalization. You may not be able to legislatively solve this problem, but you can mitigate the damage in our community as other cities have done by appropriately directing prosecution and policing. Regarding this council's recent voting processes, I understand deals were made, quid pro quo, if you will, and I'd like to say that I'm disgusted, thoroughly disgusted, with the subversive, duplicitous nature of that vote. I expect and demand better. Thank you.
That's right.